Hey folks, Red Labor. Hope you're having a great day. I want to talk about gun control and my perspective on gun control. Well, with the Aurora massacre that took place this past weekend at that theater with the loon, there's been some crying out for gun control. And I understand the argument for gun control. I really do. And and I actually believe gun control works. They don't have a problem in places like Great Britain, for example. You don't have gun violence like you do here in this country, and if I lived in Great Britain, I would not challenge their gun control laws. The only problem with gun control in the United States is that there's this thing called the Second Amendment, and because my least favorite amendment is in the U.S. Constitution, I would never ever favor it being repealed, because once you start repealing amendments, it's a slippery slope. And therefore, as bad as guns are, and as much as I do not like guns, I'm opposed to gun control, and I am opposed to compromising with the Second Amendment, because, as I said, all the other neat amendments that guarantees freedom could be compromised in the process. But then there's another perspective and a ideological perspective to this. I am a democratic socialist, and I believe that democratic socialism or democratic socialist economics will bring about a majority middle class society. I favor the system over communism and over crony capitalism. Those two systems I reject. And the thing about it is that there are honest gun owners that are law-abiding and not harming anybody. And guns are not the cause of crime. What causes crime is poverty. And therefore, when very how shall I put it? When very well-meaning liberals and well-meaning folks on the left and moderates or what have you favor gun control, um, this is the sort of thing that where people who own guns that are law-abiding, not harming anybody, they feel like it's an attack on them. And what they end up doing, some of them end up in the Tea Party or end up voting Republican as a result. And that will hurt the working class movement in this country. Doesn't matter what race you are, doesn't matter what ethnicity you are, poor people exist across the spectrum in the United States. They come from all walks of life. And as a socialist living in America, I want to see everybody out of poverty. And by attacking gun owners, the gun owners are going to feel attacked and themselves, and they're going to run away from our message. As leftists, they're going to run away from our message. And what does that translate to when our message gets rejected? That means very weaker labor unions, or unions they do not exist. It means medical care for all will become less of a reality. It means more corporately managed trade, which we really don't need. It just means, just for society in general. And for those reasons, I am not a fan of gun control in the United States. Because once you have gun control in the United States, the next step would be confiscation. And that's a slippery slope right there. And if our nation was being founded, they would, and you were drafting up the Constitution, it would be one thing to talk about, whether to have gun control or not. But it is already in the U.S. Constitution. And in one sense, you could say I am a conservative. I want to conserve. I want to preserve our document, the U.S. Constitution. And I also want to abide by the Frankfurt Declaration, which is not connected with the U.S. Constitution, but they are principles that I abide by in relation to the Socialist International, the Worldwide Federation of Democratic Socialists, Social Democratic, and Labor parties. And On this issue, I may end up in disagreement with many on the liberal left. Many social democrats would disagree with me, but I can think outside the box, and I am my own individual at the end of the day, and I have an individual perspective on gun control, the U.S. Constitution, liberty, and the plight of the working class. So, anyway, comment if you must, and I hope to hear from you soon. Take care. Have a great day.